Let us now create our first crawler. So Scrapey supports both the versions of Python 2 and Python 3. Say if you're using Anaconda, better you need to install the package from Conda Forge channel. And here it has up-to-date packages for Linux, Windows, and OS. So in order to install Scrapey using Conda, you need to run this command. So Conda install Conda Forge Scrapey. Say if you are on Linux or Mac OS, then you can directly install Scrapey by using this command pip install Scrapey. Let us create the project, or let us build a spider to extract the data. And here we are using this command. So first we are creating a Scrapey project. So use this command Scrapey start project and the name. So that is our first scraper. So here we are creating a folder and the folder name is our first scraper. So this actually creates a Scrapey project with the following structure. So here you can see this is a folder. So here you can find two most important files. One is settings.py and spider. So this settings.py contains all the settings that you need to set for your project. And remember that your custom spiders should be placed inside the spiders folder. So what the spiders folder does, so this folder is used to store the custom spiders. So whenever, every time you ask Scrapey to run a spider, it will look this folder. Okay. So for that reason, we are creating a folder in order to store all the custom spiders. Let us create our first spider. So we'll dump the contents of news in a local file. And the name of the spider which we created here is newspider.py. Okay. So some of the terms that we used in spider code. So these are the terms like name, allowed domains or start URLs and parse function. So let us try to understand them first. So these are the terms. First one is name. So this is the name of the spider. So it actually works as an identifier. Or we can say that spiders, they properly become huge relief when you have to maintain hundreds of spiders. So naming is very important in that case. Say suppose if you are having more spiders, like hundreds of spiders, and in that case, this name, it acts as a unique identifier in order to identify the spider class. Next, we have allowed domains. So here you can see allowed domains. It's an optional list of strings which containing domains that the spider is allowed to crawl. Okay, so the various domains that the spider is allowed to crawl. And it requests for URLs not belonging to the domain name specified in this list. They won't be followed. Then we have start URLs. So this start URLs, it is actually a list of URLs that the spider can crawl. So it always starts with a seed URL and uses the parse method in order to parse. And after parsing, it will go for the next URL to crawl. Say suppose there are multiple URLs like this. And assume that this is the seed URL or the initial URL. So this crawler, it will start with the initial URL, and after that, it will use the parse method for parsing. And after completing this, after crawling, it will start with the next URL to crawl. And here, instead of just a single seed URL, we can even provide list of URLs that can start the crawl. So here in this program, you can see there is only one URL. So instead of single seed URL, you can even provide multiple URLs also. Next, we have this parse method. So this is mainly used to parse the data from URLs. And this parse function is called whenever the crawler successfully crawls a URL. So if there are multiple URLs like this, say suppose the crawler successfully crawled this URL, then after that, this function will be called. Okay. So this parse function is called whenever crawler successfully crawls a URL. And once we have this spider ready, so this is a spider. So once this is ready, then we can start crawling with the help of this command, scrapey crawl news. That is name of our spider. So here when you crawl something with the help of the scrapey, it returns response object response.url. So it will return response object that contains the downloaded information. So let us see what the crawler has downloaded here. So here you can see crawler downloaded this information. So you can use a command called view of response. So that is view. So using this command, you can open the downloaded page in your default browser. So now the crawler has successfully downloaded the entire web page. Now let us change the directory into our first scraper and create a basic spider Reddit bot. So this is D. We are creating Reddit bot spider. So here you can use a command like scrapey gen spider Reddit bot www.reddit.com and so on. So you need to use that command which actually creates a new spider Reddit bot.py. So that will be created, or Reddit bot.py spider will be created in your spiders folder. And this is a template. Again, you can see name, allowed domain, start URL. So we already discussed all these things in the parts function. So here name is nothing but name of the spider. And here name of the spider is Reddit bot. And you can give more than one URL also. So after every successful crawl, parse method is called. So here we wrote this parse method, and that's where you write your extraction logic. So here this is the parse function. Okay. So after every successful call, this parse method is called. So you can even add the logic written earlier in order to extract titles, time, votes, etc. So here we are adding some more information like titles, votes, times, comments, right? In the parse method. And after this, this yield scraped information. This it actually performs various things, like this line returns a scraped information, that is dictionary of words, titles, etc. Okay, that scraped information will be returned to scrapey, and this scrapey it will process that information and store it. So save the file reddit.py. Here you can save it with the help of this command scrapey crawl Reddit bot. And this scrapey would print lot of stuff on the command line. So this is the stuff which is printed on the command line. So here all the data is downloaded and extracted in a dictionary like object that has oaths, titles, created at, and comments. Next, exporting scraped data as a CSV file. So getting all the data on the command line. So that is actually so beautiful, right? So it is preferable to have data in certain formats, it can be CSV file, Excel, or JSON, etc. So that can be imported into programs. So here Scrapy, it provides little functionality where you need to export the downloaded content into multiple formats. So here various popular formats are supported. So if you open the settings.py file, so initially we saw two important files, right? And one among them is settings.py. So when you open that file and if you add the code like this, feed format equal to CSV, feed URL equal to reddit.csv. So after this, you need to run the spider with the help of this command, scrapy crawl reddit bot. So this actually export all the scraped data, okay, all the data into a file called reddit.csv. And the CSV file, it looks something like this, where we have oath, created at, comments, and title. So what is the purpose of this feed format equal to CSV? What is that? So the format in which you want the data to be exported, that is called as feed format. Here we want the data to be exported in CSV. So we got the result in CSV file. And feed URL equal to reddit.csv. So here along with CSV, there are various supported formats like JSON, XML. Okay, you can even use that. And feed URL, it is a location of the exported file. So where that file is exported. So you can see that in reddit.csv. So now you have successfully created a system that crawls web content from a link, extract selective data from it, and save it in a structured format. And the format which we used here is CSV.